have you ever gotten in the studio and you just, you waffled around, you looked through books, you found some pieces that you thought were sort of interesting, but nothing went anywhere, and you started getting frustrated with yourself, thinking, this is my hobby time. This is the time I'm supposed to relax and have fun and be creative. But you weren't relaxed, you weren't having fun, and you weren't being creative. So then it feels like, what's the point? I get it. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But what I'm going to do today is share with you my 30-minute timer trick that really helps me get out of my head and get through this sort of creative slump. Plus, I will share a few other tips that I have learned over the years for how to get through creative block problems.
Block problems. That sounds weird. Listen, I'm going to be real with you and say that this whole timer idea is not groundbreaking. I'm sure you've seen it all across the internet. And I've seen it before too. In fact, I saw it for years and I never did anything with this idea until I was really struggling in the studio one day and I decided, you know what, let's pop a 30-minute timer on and just see if it does anything for me. And it did. Especially in collage, sometimes my main issue is that I waffle for too long. I get in my own head. So by setting a timer, having that ticking away, I was able to make quicker decisions and be more decisive. The first thing I pulled was this scene from a Better Homes and Gardens plant book, and I don't know, I think I liked the colors. And then I looked again for more pieces, and as soon as I landed on this thumb, I felt myself starting to waffle, but the timer was going, so I said, no, you're just gonna pick it. And does the scale seem crazy? Yes. What are you gonna put with this thumb? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Don't think about that. Just keep going. Now, I do want to give a warning here. This collage is about to include a spider, so if you don't like spiders, feel free to skip ahead. Personally, I am a fan of spiders, but I don't like them in my house. And while I am the sort of person who will go and get a glass and a sturdy piece of paper to try to scoop the spider up, I do know that that's not how everyone likes to function. So when I saw the spider, it seemed like it might go well with the thumb, especially in this kind of home decor type space. I decided to cut out the spider along with her egg sac, so she is fearlessly defending her babies. I don't want them to be living in my space, but I also don't want to demonize them for just trying to do, I don't know, spider things. After I got the spider placed, I pasted down the thumb and trimmed it up to make sure all the edges were nice and neat, glued the back, and placed it in my notebook.
I know that it can feel like if I just white knuckle my way through this, I will come out the other side feeling better and more creative and like I've done something, like I've accomplished something not because of myself, but despite myself.
But just in case you need to hear it, you don't have to do that to yourself. You can take a break. This season, I've been spending more time outside, just trying to decompress if I'm feeling myself get stuck in the studio or just need a break. And one of the ways I relax is by looking at flowers and just watching a plant for a minute and taking stock of the multitude of beings who are hanging out on each plant and their relationships to one another. It's fascinating what you can see when you look. Cricket friend.
Another way to get unstuck in the studio is to look at other people's work and get inspired. So in this case, I found this image of just a collection of objects that were photographed in this book. Let me just see if I can find it again. This is the image that I saw, and it inspired me to just make a collage that was just pieces of paper sort of arranged on a white sheet. And I did this in my notebook because it's not like a collage that I'm super obsessed with, but it just was something for me to try to do.
So there's this book that I love. It's called To Steal Like an Artist, and the author, Austin Kleon, says that all artists draw inspiration from what came before. Instead of copying directly, you steal by studying and remixing and transforming the influences that come into your life in your own unique way. If you steal in a way that honors the original and studies and builds upon the source, you're not plagiarizing that work, you're just creating something new.
So to sum it all up, try this 30-minute collage art practice. Get up and move around, and if you're super, super duper stuck, then steal like an artist. Let me know in the comments what you do to get unstuck. I know I would appreciate hearing your advice, and I would imagine that other people in the comments might also feel the same way. My hope is that this space can be a place for people to help each other and get inspired from each other. So, yeah. If you found this helpful and you want some more beginner-friendly content, then check this video out. Or if you just want to hang out with me a little longer in the studio, then check this video out. Okay, bye! See ya! Bye! Bye.